Like, stop projecting. If you had dookie drawers in the bathroom, don't put that shit on me. You know what I mean? Like, stop projecting. I could not get my hair to agree with me for shit. I was trying to do a bang look, but the bang was not banging.
We don't care.
I decided to film a story time with you guys, and I'm telling my business. I can say whatever the fuck I want about my business. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Anybody in this story time, if you know who you are and you're watching this video, you're weird. Why are you here? Oh, you bored? I'm doing a story time about why I got kicked out. And when I say kicked out, I mean of foster care. Now, if you don't know what foster care is, there's some reason to why your real family can't take you, so you're with a foster family. I was in foster care for my 9th grade year of high school all the way up until my 11th grade year of high school. When I had first moved in with my foster mother, she was actually my best friend's mother. Now, I thought everything was peaches and cream, moving in like, hey, I moving in with my best friend, is about to be lit. No. You know how they say, you don't know somebody till you move in with them? Yes. That should be something you think about every day. You do not know somebody until you move in with them. I moved in with my best friend around the end of 9th grade year. And her mom took me in like it was fine, blah, 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 blah. Little did I know, the reason why it was fine for her to become my foster mother and like do all the legal shit was because they was paying her. I was a kid. I didn't know she was getting paid, okay? This story time is really gonna be bits and pieces of why I left. It's not really gonna be consecutively to like a full like drawn out story. I'm just gonna say bits and pieces to why I left. Let's start with number 1. If you're in foster care in the state that I live in, you get a certain amount of allowance from the state or the government, however you want to put it. And I was supposed to be getting, I believe it was $500. My foster mother at the time, she told me I was only supposed to get $250 a month.
Do you see me fucking laughing, my nigga?
I'm thinking I'm big balling getting $250. I was big balling getting $250 for doing nothing in 9th grade. What? She only gave me $250. Later to find out I was supposed to be getting $500. You're already getting paid for taking care of me, so what the fuck were you doing with that extra $250? That's what I want to know. Like, you didn't save it for me because I didn't get it at any point. Anytime I needed something, you act like you ain't had no money for me. So where's that extra money going? I'm confused. It's Mariah from the future. Before y'all get in my comments talking about, oh, you're ungrateful because if I was this age getting that much money, hear me the fuck out, okay? I'm not saying that I needed to get the whole 500, but I'm saying you could have helped me open a savings account, say, here, put this money here, don't touch it. Where the fuck is all that money? And the amount of months that I was there, y'all, I was missing like I should be up like 4K. Like, let's be real right now. I'm not trying to say I'm ungrateful or anything. I'm just trying to say, like, you took that money from me when I needed it. And especially because when I came to her house, I had nothing. I didn't have no clothes, no shoes, nothing to call mine. I didn't even have a phone. We could have saved that money up and got me a phone. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I eventually had got a phone when I saved my money up enough after I bought all my stuff that I needed. But that extra $250 really could have helped me. You know what I mean? So I could have been really better. Now, this lady was going to buy new shoes every day, getting her hair done every 2 weeks, getting this, getting that, the newest new, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I see where my money's going. Okay, cool. This is like the first thing I seen happening where I was like, oh, this is a little shiesty. On top of that, me and my best friend, we got to arguing a lot. Because when you live with somebody, I'm telling y'all, it ain't no fucking joke. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my fucking space. And then on top of that, I moved into their house. So if you ever moved into somebody's house and you never lived there before, there's a whole family in there, you're gonna be like, I feel like a burden. I feel like I don't belong. I'm not supposed to be here. So you already feeling like that, right? And it's starting to get miserable. On top of that, when I first moved in there, I had no phone. So this is a thorough thing that my foster mother's daughter, my best friend, did do. She let me use her phone so much throughout my 9th grade and probably around my 10th grade year too. That was thorough, but it started arguments because it was like around that time, it was like 2018. Everybody was like on the Instagrams and the Musical.ly. I think it was Musical.ly. Was it Musical.ly? It might not have been Musical.ly. I wanted to do what everybody else was doing and I couldn't because I didn't have a phone. So she was letting me use her phone, but it would start really bad arguments because she would want her phone, or like, I don't know, just dumbass arguments because we was young. On top of that, my foster mother used to compare me to her daughter so fucking much. It's this one thing that will live with me forever. It was picture day. You know at school how you get all snazzy for the picture day or whatever? We came back with the pictures. My foster mom was like, why can't you look nice like, I'm not gonna say her name, but why can't you look nice like her? Why you gotta look like this in your pictures? Bitch, excuse me, you look like an actual meatball. What the fuck are you talking about? You look like a fucking meatball. Honestly, my foster mother is where I got a lot of my insecurities from, because she will always like nitpick at everything I do. And you know, when you in high school, you're trying to find yourself. You're doing a lot to like figure out who the fuck you are, what your style is. I'm in the process of trying to figure out who I am, what I like to do, and you constantly down my throat like, ew, that's ugly, I don't like that. Her favorite word was that's tacky. So over the time, I would accumulate like hate towards her. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the words hate, but I accumulated hate towards you because you knew what I was going on with my situation with my family. So why would you take me in if this is how you was going to act? So during that time, I did have a Finsta, and I started using it way more once I got a phone, and I got a phone around like the end of 10th grade year. So imagine 9th through 10th grade, I was using my best friend's phone barely to like text people and shit. So I got a phone around like the end of 10th grade year. This is where shit started getting twapping. I got on my Finsta and I would talk shit. Oh my god, I wish I had the screenshots. I would talk so much shit about everybody in the house on my Finsta. I don't give a fuck. I can stand on my shit. I talk shit. I did. I sure the fuck did. This leads me into this event. There was a like an Instagram page for my school, but it wasn't ran by like adults. It was ran by like students at the school. They had posted our picture day pictures. They had asked like a little poll saying like, oh, if you want us to post your picture and people anonymously comment on it, send it in and we'll post it. So I was like, okay, I look cute, I'm gonna send my picture in. Send my picture in. I got all good comments, period. My best friend at the time had sent hers in and she got some bad comments, and she swore down. I mean, she swore, or she would have swore her life that it was me that said the comments because we was beefing. Huh? That's not even my character. It's Mariah from the farther future. I just wanted to touch on, I got a cough drop in my mouth, that's why I'm talking like that. But I just wanted to touch on what they were saying about her. Like the comments they were saying about her. They was like, yeah, your head flat as shit, your nose flat as shit, you ugly as fuck. I would be mad as shit too if I seen the fucking comments. Why am I commenting on your picture? I didn't even know you sent your picture in, gang. I'm worried about me. I didn't say shit about you. So then she takes it upon herself to go on to my picture and comment, oh, did you have dookie drawers in the bathroom? Let's be astronomically for real. That's all you could think of? That's how you know somebody lying. Because what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? So yeah, that was her comeback. That's what she put on the page. And then the page sent it to me and they showed me that she said it. And they was like, yeah, I didn't think you wanted me to post your business. I was like, girl, I don't give a fuck, you could have posted that shit. I don't give a fuck if y'all think I got dookie drawers in the bathroom. I know what I got. And it ain't no fucking dookie drawers in the bathroom, so I'm not fucking worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. So she thought she did her big one. I mean, she thought she ate. She thought she fucking ate. You didn't. Like, stop projecting. If you had dookie drawers in the bathroom, don't put that shit on me. You know what I mean? Like, stop projecting. So that's where our beef really like grew from. And like at that point, we was like not talking. Like, we was not cool. We was not cool. None of that. I don't think I explained well enough why we even started beefing initially. Like, one, we started to grow apart. So once I moved in, we started to see that we didn't have the same fucking interests. Like, I realized she was boring as fuck. Like, she didn't ever want to do anything. She was negative all the time. You always got an attitude. I don't know if this means anything, but she was a Capricorn. And if you know anything about Capricorns, they hate the fucking world for no reason. I don't know what the world did to them, but they hate the fucking world. So she was like irritating, and they used to get to me, and I stopped like just putting up with it. I'll be like, bitch, you're boring. The fuck are you so mean for? She was one of them type of girls that all she wanted to do was talk to her boyfriend, and if you tried to speak to her, she would have an attitude with you. It would be, what are you talking about? Well, leave me alone. Stop talking to me. It'll be all the time. Like, I get every now and then you get your little, like, you know, but all the time, like, bitch, I'm supposed to be your best friend. Why the fuck are you talking to me like some bitch on the street? So I got fed the fuck up with that shit. I got to talking my shit on the Instagrams. I did. I sure did. I would be on my Finsta. I must have had a rat in my Finsta because she didn't follow my Finsta. Her mother didn't follow my Finsta. So I'm like, what the fuck? So it was this one day. There's so many story times within this. So if y'all want to hear them, like, just comment down below. So So at that time, maybe like after I got my phone and I was all in my Finsta, I was sneaking my boyfriend over the house, because it's like, I'm not having no fun here, so I'm gonna make the fun. So I would sneak him over or whatever, and of course my best friend knew, because it's like, yeah, I'm slick, but I ain't that slick. Like, we live in the same fucking house. She gonna see at least in the middle of the night. Her mom might not, but she gonna see. And let's touch on this before I continue. Don't get the calling me ungrateful and get the calling me this, because number one, I was a kid. I was a fucking kid. Let's just remember that. Kids make mistakes. You know what I mean? Don't get to calling me ungrateful and I'm this and I'm that. If she didn't want the responsibility, she should have never took me in. And that's on period. I don't give a fuck. Y'all won't learn something about me. I have like an attitude where it's like, I know what the truth is. When it comes to I know what the truth is, I don't give a fuck what you think the truth is. You live your truth and I'll live mine. But anyway, don't get to calling a bitch ungrateful, because I was very grateful when she took me in, but I was not expecting the hate that she gave towards me. And before I even get on that, I'm sorry I'm jumping around, but before I even get on that, let's really talk about it. I had multiple job interviews. I wanted to get me a little job. I wanted to start making a little more coin. She would always not let me go to the job interviews, but she would let her daughter get jobs. She would let her daughter go to the job interviews. She would let her daughter do all that. It was a lot of stuff she was just stopping me from. Like, she was really just stopping my shine. But anyway, back to me sneaking a boyfriend in. So I would be sneaking him in maybe like once a week, maybe twice a week. It was one time that I snuck him over, and this is not my current boyfriend, by the way, y'all. One time I snuck him over, and I usually had him in the basement. We would just chill in the basement because it was a couch down there, and I wouldn't get caught that way. It was this one morning where we was chilling in the basement, and I had him over for a little bit too long, and I was drawing. My foster mom got up for work, and I heard her getting up and coming downstairs in the basement, right? So I threw this man in a fucking closet. The basement was done, but like the inside of the closet wasn't done. So like it was like dust on the floor. Y'all know what a cellar looked like? I threw him in the cellar. By the time I got him in there, like she was already coming down the steps. So I had to act like I was just down there doing anything. Now y'all, it's like 6:30 in the morning. You don't have school today, because this was during quarantine time. So like, what the fuck are you doing in the basement when you're supposed to be upstairs, usually sleep? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I'm just drying my clothes. There was nothing in the washer. But she believed it. She walks back upstairs and she finally leaves for work, and I kept him in the closet for like a good hour until she left out the house for work. You're staying in the cellar. Stay there. This is what you get for sneaking over a girl's house. You know, you gotta, the consequences come with the consequences come with. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what you got into. You know what you was getting into. This is not the topic of the story. That same morning when she left out, I brought him out the closet. I took him upstairs. So during the time, me and my best friend, we had bunk beds, but she never slept in there anymore because we was beefing. So she would always sleep on the floor at her mom's room, and I would basically had a room to myself, even though we still had bunk beds. But she, like I said, she never slept in there. She like it wasn't even no sheets on the bed. That's how you know she never slept in there. So I brought him upstairs, and he was just up there for a second. Like literally, y'all, he was up there for a second, and we was talking. So he was like sitting on her bed, because like I said, we had bunk beds. She had the bottom bunk and I had the top bunk. And I did tell him, I was like, yo, get off her bed. But it was a bed, because it's like I don't like her, so it's like I really don't fucking care. But I'm still gonna tell you, get off the bed, because I'm not a disrespectful ass bitch. When I say it was a bed, I'm saying like it was a joke, like it was funny to me. I realize y'all might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, because that's like Philly slang, I guess. She walked in the room, and she never comes in the room, so I knew she was just coming in there just to start shit, bro, because she never comes in the room. He's sitting on the bed, and she looks at me like, this is exactly how she looked at me, y'all. Really? And she used to make this stank face like, why you asking me? You see him on the bed, I'm not on the bed. I ain't sitting on your goddamn bed. Why you asking me? The fuck? I started laughing, because like it's a bed, bro. Like, you're really mad over a fucking bed. It don't even got no sheets on it. Like, relax. And she had an older sister, and her older sister has a friend that's really close to her mom, because her older sister was like older. She was like maybe like almost 30, and her mom is like 40 something. So they were close, I guess. I don't know. So her friend was close with the mom. My best friend got to calling her friend, because I guess they were close too. I guess. I don't know where that came from. But she called her friend, and basically, long story short, she snitched. She said, oh yeah, Mariah had somebody in my room. Later on that day, I get a text from my foster mom. Like after he leaves and everything, I get a text from her, and she's like, we need to talk. Huh? And my heart dropped. I'm like, what the fuck we gotta talk about? And I don't think she snitched on me, because even if we beefing, like, you're not gonna snitch on me, because I'm not gonna snitch on you, because she was sneaking her boyfriend over too. Let's not skip that part. She was sneaking him over too. Let's not skip that part, bro. I didn't think she snitched on me or whatever, so I'm like, all right, whatever, we can talk. So I text her, my best friend. I text my best friend after I get the text from my foster mom, and I say, yo, did you tell your mom that I had him in here? And she was like, no. And at the time, I didn't know that she had told her sister's friend that he was over and he was on her bed or whatever. I didn't know this at the time. So when I'm texting her, I'm like, okay, well, I guess her mom don't know shit, so maybe she just want to talk about my grades or something. I don't fucking know. So I asked her, I'm like, well, why do your mom want to talk to me? She like, I don't know. Bitch, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Her mom comes home. She's like so mad, like irritated. It's not funny, but it's funny. She comes in and she's like, everybody in the kitchen, in the living room, everybody sit at the table, everybody sit down. And she calls everybody in the house. I'm not gonna name everybody in the house. It was other people other than me and my best friend, but I don't want to put everybody out there, so I'm just gonna say me and my best friend, because that's all that's needed in this story. What are my rules of my house? You're not supposed to bring anybody in without letting me know. And obviously I'm like, okay, so she knows, so you lied to me. So I'm looking at this hoe like, oh, so you lied to me. Oh, I'm like, you're a dickhead because you got yourself in trouble too, because she's gonna be more mad that you didn't tell her that I was bringing somebody in the fucking house. So I could rat you out right now. I really could rat you out right now and say she be bringing her boyfriend over too. But you know what? I'm too thorough of a person for that. I just sat there and I took it and I started making up lies, y'all. She was like, so why was he in my house? I was like, he was arguing with his parents and he had nowhere to go. I also think I called him gay too. Like, I don't even fucking know. I was making up everything under the fucking sun. But I was so irked because she got to calling me all types of hoes and saying I'm gonna get pregnant and blah blah blah. And that shit really made me hate her, because it's like, why do you think so low of me? Like, just because I come from a bad family or I come from a messed up family, I'm not gonna say bad family, but just because I come from a messed up family or a toxic family does not make me a hoe or a bad person, or it doesn't mean that my future is gonna be bad. That's really the reason why I'm saying I don't like her, y'all. To, like, if we being all serious, like, she really like broke me, you know what I mean? Like, she really broke me. Like, mentally she was like a bully. She was a mental bully. So that same night when she got to saying all that shit, I got on my Finsta and I went off on everybody. Nobody was in my account that could have screenshotted it, but somehow somebody screenshotted all the shit I was talking. Oh my god, I wish I had the screenshot, y'all. Like, I was like going in. I was like, I probably call her a fat bitch. I could probably call her no tooth having bitch. I call her so much shit. I mean, I went off on my best friend and her mom. Like, I drawled. And then I woke up in the morning. My best friend she was in the other room and she sent me a screenshot of what I posted on my Finsta and was like, so what's this? So you know what I did? I was like, it's no coming back from this. So I packed my shit, all my shit, almost all my shit, and I left before her mom could even come home, because I knew she told her mom, and I knew her mom was gonna come home on bullshit. And like, I was just so fed up with what was going on in the house. Like, mentally I was not okay. I was getting bullied every day. I was not in a good environment. Nobody liked me in the house. Like, I just felt like I needed to get out of there anyway, and that was my 13th reason. That was my 13th reason. Once she found that, and I had a rat in my Finsta on top of it, like, that's what broke my heart the most. Like, what you mean it's a rat in my Finsta? Who screenshotted this and sent it to her? And I ended up calling my DHS worker. Now, when you're a foster kid, you have a DHS worker. I'm not really gonna explain that. You want to know what it is? Look it up. DHS worker. So I call her and I'm like, yo, I just left. I got the fuck up out of there. I don't want to be there no more. So I had to go down to basically this like office building and wait to be placed into a home. So I was there like from like 8 in the morning to like, I think it was like 11 at night, until they took me to a group home. And if you don't know what a group home is, it's basically like a bunch of girls that live in this big ass building, kind of like a dormitory, but not really. It's not as nice. And that's where I was for like a week. But I'm gonna end the story right there. If y'all want to know what happened after that, comment down below. But that's basically what happened when I got kicked out. My camera battery is dying, so I guess that means it's time to end the video. But if you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm tired. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.